or welcome to the stream. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not too bad of a lag today. Boom 2. And welcome to all of you, indeed. Now we've gotten rid of that red band going on up in the upper left corner, because we are on the actual early access. And yes, you are here in a row 2 days. Yoda IB, speak can I? Sentence build I well do. It not easy being green. Yes, it makes sense to me as well. Got a new shelf today for the wyverns, and things like microphone and the iPad, where I have the different controls for instance, this one.
I always wanted to start my own religion. So I did.
And that was rather nice. I also are planning to get that shelf thing set up. Oh, by the way. I don't know if this is going to work with that bizarre camera software, but I got this done today. No, it's not gonna work properly. No. Okay. You guys are gonna see a lot of mess behind me now, because I haven't cleaned up the mess behind me. So there's lots of mess on the shelves behind me, but it's fine. I can. I do plan to clean it up. So if I do that, there you go. So this is what I got done today. Not so much because, well, I kind of want to have that on the wall behind me, because drawing that Pedro did is just so amazingly nice. So yeah, wanted to share that with you guys. I put it. Yeah, and I can remove that again. So the idea I was having was to have kind of like a shelf here, and as you can see I have a wall light here, but the lumen isn't very high on these light bulbs, and they are of course LED. Do you think? But here you see what I mean with the wall. I don't need a green screen, because this wall is unicolor, and the color is also it has a tint of green in it. It's like a grayish green, but the light isn't perfect. Speaking of which, that might help a little bit. Yes, it does. I am also going to get some proper lighting. Now you guys can see a little light. Here's my emergency snacks. Over here is mess. Remote control. Towels. No, they are not for that. Papers, stuff. But I think it's better to have it like this, because kinda distracting. I would have to make the box a little bit smaller, or make a frame or something around it. Actually, the thing about the corner is that it's I don't know. Can I hug this camera? Oh. This is going to work. Be nice to me. Okay. So this is the new shelf I got today. I have vibrance here, and I have stuff underneath there. iPad, but the other things you can't see. The sound card for the microphone and stuff like that. So, but Gizmo probably will have to be out in the living room with a remote control. Oh, and this thing here, this green mesh, that's Gizmo proof after he escaped through the window, because we don't want him to do that again. This is a web camera, and the new web camera is on its way, or rather it has been ordered, and it might take a little while before I get it, because it has to take a trip across the world, or across pond, since it's coming from the American continent, namely Canada. Indeed. It has to go via Groundbuster first. Another thing that I can show you today is something very, very happy. Tentacly possible to use a retentacular camera as a webcam. Yes, it is actually very usual to use a regular camera as a webcam, as long as it's a new enough camera that it provides 60 frames per second and has a USB connection to the computer. It is fairly common to use a normal. What are those called in English? If I directly translate the Norwegian word for it, it would be mirror reflex camera, and I doubt that is what it's called in English. Somehow, SLR. Not entirely sure. SLR. Single lens reflex camera. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, that is exactly the type of camera. If you have a modern enough one of those, you don't even need a very expensive one. You'll usually get even better quality with those than you will get with web cameras. But then again, the web camera that I'm getting is rather good. But we'll get around to that when I get it. The other thing I can show you today is because after I finished the stream yesterday, I finally remembered to do this. And this is something that I've meant to show you guys, but I've forgotten about it all the time. Here is my spreadsheet. Why does it not... move this a little bit. Oh. OBS, thank you. So this is how I keep track of things. I have main base, the lower floors, which also includes the little copper sheet thing that I have underneath. Then we have the upper floors, where I should probably change these because the cooling system is actually on upper floor 2. And we have the main refinery, where I have the crude oil pipelines, and as you can see, I might be able to increase these extensively if I need, because I can double the throughput of all of these pipelines, which basically doubles the capacity, or double my production capacity, from 1500 to 3000 crude oil, and that's just from 8 nodes, 2 of them pure, 6 of them normal. This is Excel. And the reason I cropped it is because, while I'm not horribly bothered about sharing my name, since it is on a Microsoft Office 365 subscription, my name is shown the top corner of Excel, which is why I haven't shown this before now, because now I cropped it, so I removed the ribbon bar so that you see the relevant information. You don't need to see all of the stuff up in the ribbon bar, which is up here. So the refinery is that's a large part of it. Then we have the outposts. This one has this because that value is actually transferred to this field here. Don't ask me why. Well, actually, it's because I have 3 belts coming into a merger that then merges it into that belt of 200. So. Yeah, the spreadsheet can be imported to Google Sheets, as far as I know. It might not work. It might not look the same, but it should work. The thing about this spreadsheet, though, is that you have to manually update all of the columns or cells, because I haven't made... It's not like my Dyson Sphere program spreadsheet, where if I, for instance, had silica being used somewhere, it would just update all of the production lines so that I could see at a quick glance. That isn't that simple in Satisfactory, because in Dyson Sphere program everything is inside of the logistics system, so there it's rather easy to have just one thing per product. Here you can see I have silica there, I have silica there, concrete here, and in the smelting I have 2 concrete, and I also have concrete again somewhere. Should have been here. So I have no less than 4 cells for concrete. Should work in OpenOffice as well. It's using the XLSX, which is Microsoft proprietary standard, but I think they've open sourced it. But you might not get the same functionality. It might format weirdly in OpenOffice or LibreOffice. And since I'm also using Office 365, there are some things with... But this one doesn't have formulas, but some of the formulas in Office 365, this version of Excel, doesn't really... It isn't even backwards compatible with the standalone version of Microsoft Office, which is why Wally, who has been providing a couple of spreadsheets, has to provide 2 different copies of some of those spreadsheets. Yep. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, the Office 365 subscription was so cheap, to my surprise, that, I mean, $10 per month. That's for 5 licenses, as long as you keep them within the family. If you just want 1 license, it's even cheaper, like $6 or something per month. So I figured that, hey, that's cheap enough that I want to pay for it, because it's a good thing. Ooh, I actually get to see that pop-up thing work up in the corner there. Huh. Yay. I have been wondering about whether that works or not. Usually it's probably happened when I've been focused on other things, so... I have a to-do list. This one is all the way back to when I was doing... I should... let's see. The chat is in the way. This is from when I was doing update. Oh, that's weird. The mouse cursor isn't following. Okay, so these are the things that I needed to do back in update 3. Where the yellow ones were the ones that I hadn't fulfilled, and the green ones were the ones that I had fulfilled. I have a production planner This is also very old. This is where I would put in what I need to build, and as I completed them, I would cut and paste into the relevant spreadsheet. I started setting up a total production thing, but I discovered that that's not really feasible for this specific game. I mean, I could add up what I'm producing of these various items, but it wouldn't really matter. So that is why I'm not using that. Also have the all products thing. This is not updated for update 4, so this is the old stuff from update 4, where some of these recipes have changed, especially the alumina ones, and these uranium pellets and things like that. But I'm not using this. This was a thing that I set up in case I needed to do automatic formulas. But I've since discovered that you don't really need automatic formulas for Satisfactory. It isn't useful because of the belt limitation thing. You don't have the unlimited thing you do in Dyson's Way program, where everything is inside of the logistics system. So I just keep this manually updated. This one is the first thing we're going to do today. I need to add 150 nitrogen gas to the pipeline for the cooling systems, so that I can splice on a pipe of more nitrogen gas to our cooling system production line. And after that, we're going to move on to the overclocked supercomputer. Okay, let's get rid of that. And go back into here. Now, more people have arrived while I have been blabbering on, so welcome to everyone who has arrived while I have been babbling. Let's head on out to the nitrogen... What do you call that? It's not a mining operation. And I mean, it's kind of fracking, but can you frack a gas? I'm not sure. I'm not that familiar with what the fracking is. Gas extraction operation would work. Good catch-all for everything. Yep, I agree. I suppose that if you can frack gas in the States, you can probably frack gas elsewhere as well. I think it's a fracking operation because it's definitely doing something to the ground. I'm gonna drop this ridiculous zipline thing because I don't need that. The jet and the hover pack I do need, but I also can drop these here. Apparently I've acquired some coal from somewhere. No idea where I got that from. Pumpy non-diggy thingy. Yeah, that's an interesting description, Phasian. You can count on Phasian to give us all the fun ways of explaining things. He's good at that. Running a second pipeline along this one is going to be an interesting challenge. Access, I cannot remember the last time I even started that. I would rather make a SQL database rather than use Access for anything. Yep, that happened back in experimental for me. The moment I Not all of it. The trees didn't regrow in the oasis, but all of the smaller foliage things definitely did. How am I going to do this? Thumpy, pumpy, non-diggy thing. Has anyone told you lately, Facian, that you're weird? Checking for a friend. Good reaction there, Wooly. What do we want to put there?
Hey, diddle diddle, the mucus and the spittle, the corpse sank in the lagoon. The Murloc said, to see such a sight, and the dwarf spanked the baboon.
Big question is Facian the baboon? So I've got to move this thing here, see? August the dwarf, yes. That is from World of Warcraft. Yes, Wally Diddle do. You feel lucky? Should.
As a rule, I don't sprout tentacles, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
Thank you so much for the
Metovic has
subscription.
been knighted.
I keep forgetting our portal set, so we'll try again. Thank you so much for the Prime subscription, Metawick. Don't turn away from the stream anymore. You should feel tentaticled. Yes. Honored. I don't think it helps to watch the stream. I mean, when those things come, you will...
Face tentacles. We do not have face tentacles. If we did, that would mean Draenei are secretly emissaries of the Void, gaining your trust as we infiltrate your society so that we can bring about its end. And I'm certain you're not implying that, are you?
So I'm producing 600 here, and I need to up it by 150. And I have one node left. It's over there. But it doesn't really... Okay, I'm going to have to split this into two pipelines, because this pipeline is taking 600 at the moment. This is going to be an interesting exercise in mathematics, where I have to count. Let's connect up that. Oh, well. Because I think we can see how much we're producing here. 720 per minute. So I need to put power shard in here. This thing is using 150 megawatts, and I wanted to produce 750. So those extra 30 is 10.1 megawatts. If I put this at 150%, that's a rather steep increase in megawatt consumption, isn't it? But these pipes cannot take more than 600. Megawatts? They are going the same place. Didn't I say megawatts? I can't run the second pipe on top of the first one because of the method that I'm running the pipes down and also underneath the foundations. I thought I did as well. Then again, it's Wally's job to Mega Wallies. Heaven forfend we have Mega Wallies, that would be horrible. Bye! Slowly coming into the picture. Yes.
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow, Megamegs7711, and welcome to the stream. Yes. This is the minor throne of tentacles. I need to run 2 pipelines. I need one of them to have 62.5, 125. How can I balance this? I would absolutely love to have one of those chairs that Emma has in Evil Genius 2. Not the Nancy Pelosi one, that's for sure. I don't think I would look good with that hairstyle. Okay, if I remove the pipe here, do not ask silly questions about why I'm removing them one by one. Okay, that works with me. You've seen that, Wally. What do you mean you'd like to see that? You've seen a picture of me with silver grey hair, short. I'm pretty sure I've showed it to you, yes. Ah, for the love of tentacles. Oh. Well, that's not my fault. Okay, so I have one pipe here. I agree with butt spot. I think that's the best suggestion so far. Now, if I have a junction cross there, and I'm going to do this the Wally style, and then I have a junction cross there. Can I do that? What do you know, I can. And I can do that. The problem though is it's on the wrong angle. Technically not, but yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go with Mark II pipes, I think, because that way I don't have to upgrade all the pipes when I need more nitrogen gas. I'm just gonna upgrade every single pipe out here that is not a Mark II pipe into Mark II. Yep, we're all good. Probably remove that and just do that. Any pipe that I haven't upgraded. Looks okay. And then we want to have... That is too close. Yeah, sure. Would you do me a favor and purge that heretic, Wally? Thank you. That goes there. Now, does this... This should work. I can balance this perfectly by putting a valve here and limiting that valve to 150, because then I would have 600 going through that pipe and 150 going through this pipe. But I don't think it's necessary, since I'm going to splice this onto the same pipeline over at the factory proper. So it'll balance out there anyways. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Need to do something about the power lines, I think, because that's not going to look very good down there. I also should do something about the foundations. Because these are floating now. The suggestion would have been fine here, actually. I could have just built this a little bit closer, and I could have had the pipelines going vertically aligned. The problem arises when we get over there, and I'm going to have to run the pipelines underneath. I am tentacling the pipes, but Spot. Gap the pipes. Tentacle butter Spot, indeed. I think the bot has already honed in on Phasian. Easy victim and all that. Indeed so. What I can do is just build another row of foundations here. I mean... well, I'm going to have to do something over here. Because I can't have pipe clipping through the mountain here. That is easily fixed, though. Yes it is. You can see the pipe will clip with a little bit of the top power pole. Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking, actually. So if I just add foundations with starting here, why did I do that? Great minds. Now, Wooly. Don't get too excited. But yeah, running the power poles in between the pipelines, I like that suggestion. We shall do that. Of course, where did it put that foundation? There. Yeah, I feel that you might have gotten a bit ahead of yourself there. Great minds and so forth. I don't know. Oh, I can't do that, actually. But I can put them here, because I am not going to have pipes on this side. Yeah, I'm lazy. Deal with it. You should be used to that. I mean, you're playing together with Wally. He's the master of lazy. Then I'm going to put a power pole there. I will connect that. Not connect that, I will upgrade it, then I will connect it. Yeah. No. You know what? I'm gonna yeah. Go away, power pole. I shall fence you to death. Actually, I think I need a power pole there temporarily. Otherwise I won't get something to snap onto underneath. Outlet 1. There we go. Now you can go away. There. That connects to that. I love that little trick where you can do that. And let's grab this thing and bring it here. And then we have a line there. And oop. Oop. Do I need another power pole? I think I do. Otherwise I'm probably going to fall down. Remember to not space the power poles too far out if you want to use the hover pack. Now, does this one connect? No, it does not. So this one is the end power line thingy here. I'm going to have to put one there. That one goes there. We can remove that, and we can remove that. They taste great, grated over pasta and a light sauce. Great minds? You have weird dietary habits, Phasian. Just saying. There we go. That looks a bit more clean. Then I guess I should turn this here. Oh, I need to turn it before that, because it's going to clip inside there. Might have to move these power poles then. Should have looked at that before I finished. Not there. I think that I'm going to take the pipes down before this area. Because otherwise I'm going to have to deal with a lot of clipping up here. Ew. Did you really have to go all the way down there? Is that necessary? I suppose. Okay, I think we want that one to be regular foundation actually. And yes, I like to build this little, these little nature preserves, where I allow the landscape to flow naturally through my foundations. Except for that one, of course. Okay, I need this one as well, I think. Although I can't run underneath there because that's going to be... yeah, that's going to clip into there. So I'm going to have to make a turn under here, but that's fine. So, if I take the pipes down here, that should work. I would like to have the correct toolbar, please. Yes, it is possible to drive the trucks, and it is very annoying when you do so, I would highly recommend not doing that. Especially if the cargo hold is, or the trunk is full. That makes it all the more annoying, or fun, depending on your proclivities. So the only thing that's going to stop in the factory is the cooling system. That's fine. Nothing depends on that currently. Want the pipeline here. Want the pipeline to go there. Then we want this one to attach to there and this one to attach to there. Yeah. I can go to this place. And does that work? You have a stupid question. Well then. I don't think it's there. No, it's not. It's there, I think. Is that correct? Yes. Now, how do I remember which one is on? Oh, I guess it's already balancing them. This was a little bit more head-boggling than I thought it would be. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One, two. Is that distance the same? Oh, I've done a mistake here. It is definitely a bit more head-boggling than I thought it would be. We are all waiting in anticipation of your question, Addicted. Has this thing done anything with my settings, I wonder? 48%, the heresy. This one is absolutely useless. I have never seen it, and I've played for hours on time. I guess it doesn't appear until you've played for like 10, 12 hours. Oh, these are the same. Have they added? No, they have not. Yep. That is indeed the best way. It's why I've tried not to use too much stackable conveyor in height in this space, because that is one of the things that I learned. Yep. Spaghetti is the best way. Although if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you take a splitter on one of them. This on the center. And then you take a merger on another one. So say you had a belt going from there to there, and you had a belt going from there to there, and now you wanted to merge those belts. You'd put a lift here. That brings all kinds of issues and problems, trust me, but I suppose it's the tidiest way to do it. But it doesn't really look good. If you have them directly above one another, like on level 1 and 2, or level 2 and 3 and so forth, spaghetti is actually your only option. Unless you make some wild contraption using the lifts. Which usually looks more messy than the spaghetti would do in itself. Two seconds, please. Now these pipelines. I'll have to go all the way over here. Wrong thing again. This one can go... two. There is not really any wrong way to build. I mean, if you look at the factory that I recommended yesterday, the one that Amelia of the Sea is building, she's using a combination style thing where she has many things that are very structured, and she's also using other areas that is spaghetti. So I don't don't think you can say that there are wrong and right ways of doing things, to be honest. Yeah. What Quad says there. If the end result is the same, it's not wrong. Well... Let me correct myself. If you build things the way that Wally Phasian and IT Machinist is doing, that's wrong. But that's basically the only thing that's wrong. So just don't do that. Better? Well, I'm sure the mess appreciates being able to exist. I mean... Mess has rights too. Of course, I wouldn't build. But I'm... I guess we can just say it outright. Anal retentive about these things. And, look where that's gotten me in terms of efficiency for this poor factory. Oh dear. Am I giving you a heart attack, Quad? By admitting things that you never thought you would hear me say out loud? Well, as long as you're not dying, everything's fine. I wouldn't want to inflict that upon you. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to go alongside here. So one pipe will connect up to that one and the other one will go on the left here. Okay. This is good. Well, it's true. I mean, when it comes to my building style in Satisfactory, there's no doubt about the fact that I'm anal retentive. I mean, when this is not acceptable... Actually, I did it right the first time. I thought it was wrong. But if this had been... Did I do it right? Is that crooked or is it not crooked? This is a proof of what I mean. Oh, it's straight. I think I can remove that. Probably can just go there. If you want a more, or I guess, family-friendly word, we can use the word pedantic. But it doesn't change the fact that it's the truth. Depends on what you're working with. I mean... In this specific regard? Definitely. If we're working with alumina solution, then we want it to be sloppy. I seem to have a lot of luck today because this just fits. I'm also running out of copper sheets. This is the most important hypertube I have. It used to go up there, but it got a new mission in life. Ow. You're getting weirder by the day, Phasian. Just saying. Indeed. We have copper sheets here. 1, 2, 5. That's on back. I probably can pick up another stack of plastic as well. Just out of iron plates and iron rods, so we need those. I can probably use a couple more stacks of concrete as well. Four stacks of rods. 5 stacks of those should be. Hi there, Nuts. I'm not sure I'm showing you how to play the game, but we were just discussing how I am very anal retentive, so I am at least showing how to be anal retentive about playing Satisfactory. Straight angles and so forth. This is an important part, I feel. How has your day been? Pleasure to see you as always. That's what I want. Depends on the intensity of it. I mean, at least 50 of the hours, probably closer to 100 of the hours I've had in this factory has been spent on making sure that the belts are straight and that all of the corners and angles are 90 degrees. Anything else is heresy. Ending just about for work. Ah, that's good. And I'm very happy that you choose to spend your time with us here. Very much appreciated. Back to this and come on, power. See, here's one of my bizarre creations to make sure that I have 90-degree angles. Important. Even have a bag of nuts here. Cashew nuts. I also have chili nuts, but I don't think I'm on. I've forgotten to close the bag, so it's been open for several weeks, so I don't think they taste very well anymore. How do I want to do this then? Okay, I need to. I need to remember. Because if the pipeline is going to be there, 1, 2, I'm going to be messing about with this on every single turn, I think. And the autosave is coming. They're not that spicy, Phasian. It's not like they're made with habaneros or something like that. There, 1, 2. Does that work? does. This is true. This is a very bizarre... I don't know why I did that, but... as long as it works. To be here. That's 1, 2... No, that should work. Because this one needs to be... oh, come on. There. There. That one goes there. And I'm going to put this on 1 because I don't want to build Mark 1 pipelines. Put this one on 9. This does not look right. That looks too close. Or is it? Can I can get in between these. Can I... okay, this is going to be a mess. Okay, so this one isn't correct. This support needs to be there. Gobble gobble. I should get a turkey sound in here. Gobble gobble. I think I have the same problem here. I do. That one has to go there. I do have this one though. Ah, this is going to be an interesting little challenge. You're welcome. A pleasure to serve. How does this still have nitrogen gas? Have I connected up that pipe to something? Yeah, it's probably remnants because... No, I actually have connected the pipe. I need the pipeline support to be... I think there and there. Yeah. And then I need a wall support to be there. Another one there. And then I think that's too close. Not sure. Yeah, it is. So there. No idea if this is going to work. No idea whatsoever, and I don't even know if I should take it there. Oh, I don't have much of a choice unless I want to redo the hypertube. You go away, and then you go there. This one connects to that one. This one connects to that one. Then remove these so I can see, but not that one. Can I have power, please? Like, is there a power pole there? There and there. The reason why it sounds like the Cadbury bunny is getting on in years is because it's a Worgen who's making that sound. Okay, so this thing is coming here. This other one is coming here. And then it has to go down here. It's such a mess to work with. I think that's too close. No, isn't too work. Up. This pipe is probably going to be too far. Yes, this pipe is too long. Can I please get it in the same location? Thank you. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Probably need to have a support. That, and like that. That, and that. Okay. was a lot more work than I thought. I have a capacity of 1200 nitrogen coming up from that base now. That is a bit too close. Doesn't look right. Wall support is supposed to be there. That means the other wall. Yeah, that's exactly where I wanted it. There. And go away. And connect to that one. Go there and go there. That's a better... Of course there's no power. Now... I only need to do... Yeah. Okay, so from here on and forward, it's going to be a lot easier. But it's not going to be all that easy here. I think that will clip. Yes, it will. So I need to place that one further there. Let's see. Just need to check something. Hold on. Okay. Something there. Just need to check something really. Any of that what I wanted to do. That's interesting. No. Nope. Nope, not yet. I don't think the Jeopardy theme would help you, Phasian, but if you want to play the Jeopardy theme, you may. I will allow it. I suppose there might be some DMCA issues, though. That's eerily close. So that one has to go. And we need a new pipeline there. So you can go there. Then you need... Wait, that's... Yeah, this is the one that needs to go. That's fine. And I can do this... I mean, I suppose I could do it like that. 1, 2, so that goes there. And the other one would need to be... Isn't that too close? Kind of feels like it's too close. No, it isn't. That one connects to that one. Is that right? Oh, it is too close. There's something not right here. Yeah, it's over here again. So this one actually should be there. And then this section here would be... This is a real pain to measure. I think there. I think. Is that correct? Yes, it is. This angle here. Just put it there as a placeholder. Because this one comes in there. Now these things need to meet. Ugh. So while having these underneath is neat, I suppose, it's also 1, 2, 3, slightly small headache. 1, 2, does that work? Yes, it does. In terms of building these under the ceiling pipes. When you want to have them parallel to one another. Especially if you want to build them neatly. How did I manage to do that? I think I got them right now. And then that one goes there, and we have connection. Now the question is, should I have these pipelines go? I probably should just have them going alongside one another. So I guess it isn't any easier to do it on top of the... So that's where that one goes, so I need to go back 3, I believe. Is that right? Thank you so much, Ozzy. Happy to hear that. That is actually very high praise. Thank you. And there? Is this right? Yes, it is. Is it a little bit easier up top? Or on the corners of the turns? Those are the challenging parts. But just building like this is actually fine. That foundation might need to be evacuated. We'll see. Now we get to one of these again. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Do I need to redo that foundation stack, or will it work? Nope, it works. And then 1, 2, 3, I think. No, I did something wrong here. This is too far. Should be there. One, 2. That also looks like it's too... Okay, so these corners are really... Is it too far off? Yes, it is too far off by 1. Will that work? That looks ugly. There's a 4th uranium node? Ah, they might have added one, yes. Should be on the calculator map. So much trying and failing to get this right. Yeah, because they added one in update 4, didn't they? Now this will be interesting. Impure. Yeah. Thank you, Ozzy. You have a very nice shower, and I will see you very soon. Are you going to stream tonight, by the way? I'm making weird noises today. Ah, you're gonna stream together with Timic playing Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah. Depending on when you start, you might cross paths with me. I wasn't able to get into that game, but it's very fun to watch others play it. Welcome, Best Asparagus. I absolutely adore that bot. It's just brilliant. Oh yes, it just does tentacles here instead of butts. Kind of fits the atmosphere and the theme, doesn't it? Sounds great. A keku. Well, probably not pronounced keku. But I'm old. I don't understand these things like kek. I do actually, but kek W. No, keku. I like that. That's my personal interpretation of it, keku. Kek W sounds... It sounds too... Too little tentacle. That's what it sounds like. I'm glad. What's up with me getting 5 messages at once? Let's see here. Just have to respond to this. There we go. And I'll also add that. There we go. The rest isn't it. Oh. There is no insurance companies wanted to take me on as a customer, so I think you're scamming me or trying to scam me there. I mean, they saw me drive and decided that I was not a good customer material. Well, this should be interesting. I need to redo this segment because I need this to come in a little bit differently. Just slightly. So you need to go there. Yeah. Actually, you need to be at that one instead of that other one. And now that one has to go there. And that probably means that this one has to be... does that work? No, that does not work. How about that one? Does that work? I removed you. That works. Now this can go to there. And all we need to do then is that and connect that to there. Pieces of 1 hour 42 minutes mark. This pipe work is taking its time, shall we say? Okay, but we're there. We are actually there. How about that? I can splice them, and we can move on to something else. No, actually, that's the wrong connection. I want to connect it from there to there to make it look more uniform. And I think I can splice this on... That's the 5th machine. Huh? I didn't? Where? Do I have to go back and change something? Back about 10 minutes. Okay. 150. So 600. So I need to splice it on the last machine. That should be easy enough. And probably here. Probably here. And then there. Yeah, sure. You go try get your Explorer up into 88 miles per hour in the desert. The Dune Desert. I wish you the best of luck. Why did I not do that? Also, why haven't I fenced this in? Okay, so that means that we are getting enough nitrogen for this entire thing here. It's looking good. It's looking very good. Yay! We have the cooling systems up and running. Okay. Where was this non-uniform thing you were blabbering about? Here? Okay. I shall placate you and do it uniformly. Happy? I need to actually have... What do you mean I can't build a foundation there? Okay. I guess that lift is causing issues. But I'm not going to care, I'll just leave the lift there. And have a hole. Because if I remove the lift, it's going to be a... Actually, no, it's not going to be very bad. If I do... on... invalid aim location. Well, it's already one there. There we go. Are you happy now? Can't build a fence there. Okay, the lift needs to go. Because the lift has an appointment. There. Also...
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
by Wally. This one too isn't ideal.
It's not easy being green.
I should make that your personal sound effect so that only you can do it. Well, I can do it, of course, but... Work? The peon? Work thing? Or I guess that's a peasant. I don't think I want that, because you wouldn't be doing that all the time. I would probably get very tired of that poor peasant. Then again, I could set it at a 20-minute cooldown. Yeah. Exactly. Which was basically all the time. Okay. The next system we are going to... The next system? The next thing we need to build now is the overclocked... Have they fixed... Oh! They fixed the hitbox as well. Hydro. So, what do we need? You have to go mow the lawn. I think that's too close. Yes, it is. I need the last one. Speaking of ESO, I will probably start streaming that when I get back to it again. Just as a relaxed game. What do we need for these? OC. Need radio control units and cooling systems. Okay, so we do not need 150 now, we've completed that part. Does tend to get a bit warm. So I think we're gonna do main base upper floor 1. Copy. Main base upper. Yeah, sure. There. Cool it, Wolfie. Welcome, Technicolor Ghost. My highest level in ASO, I think I'm like level 150 something. No, level 130 or 40 champion level. I have that on one character. The rest of them are all beneath level 50. So I am going to do just copy this, paste it down here, and this should be upper floor 2. Cut this.
No matter how much you plead, I will not sprout tentacles or turn into a giant eyeball. Well, I might. But not because you asked.
Thank you so much for the
Technicolor
bits.
Ghost Chirdix 100. Need a bit badge.
Need a bit badge. Thank you so much. I need some reminder that Closette is going to say something. I make this a little bigger. Okay, so we are going to do OC supercomputers. Gonna be 2 assemblers. Thank you so much. I look forward to returning to that game. Radio control unit. Cooling system. Not calling. Cooling system. We need 18 of those. And 18 of the other ones as well. Ah, yeah. That will give me a grand total of... ooh, wow. 6 supercomputers. Woohoo! 18 used of these. 18 used of these. Well, I am actually getting to the point where I can see the end. That might be the end for other people, but I don't think that I want to sink 3,000 hours into this one save game, because that is what that would take me, considering my propensity towards spending a lot of time. Like, I've spent nearly 2 hours building a pipeline to make sure that it's straight and 90 degrees angles on. We don't necessarily need that. And this thing up here, like inside there, it's rapidly shrinking, and we wouldn't want that. Why isn't that a Mark II pole? It is a Mark II pole. Sure about this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother making a huge nuclear plant. I think I'll just do a small nuclear plant. I have enough power as is. I'm not even consuming 10 gigawatts and I'm producing 20 of it. I wish you the best of luck there, considering he's considering my factory insanity. And yeah. Like, he doesn't even have 5 blenders making cooling systems. And the drones really work best on short distances. Are you trying to make me treat you like I treated the advisor in License Fair program now, Wally? Like, you know, thank you, Captain Obvious? I just need, this is a little bit important message. Dashboard. Where is that then? No, it shouldn't take 5 minutes. It's just something that I need to find very... Where the heck is it? Here. No, it's not there either. And? That doesn't make sense to me. It should be a lot more easier to find than this. There it is. Here. There we go. Sorry about that. Snoot did mention something about dedicated servers this morning. He said they're working on it, but are having problems implementing max players and rubber banding issues on the headless servers. Definitely the same problem that they're having with multiplayer in general, in other words. Yeah. And thank you so much, Best Asparagus. I do have some spaghetti, but I have an example of it somewhere here, I think. Yep, I have an example up here. Because this was wrong. It comes out wrong compared to where it should go in, so I had to build this little macaroni here. Okay, so those are simple enough. Just go down and then back up again. Yeah, it looks like a macaroni, doesn't it? One single macaroni. I mean, I don't want to move the drone port. It's perfectly centered. The radio control units are down there, so I would have to take them down and then over there and up. I'm not sure if I like it, but it looks better than having a squiggle. At least now I can say that this is an actual spaghetti thing, like it's a macaroni. That's something. It's creative. Well, how would you do it, Mr. Arch Heretic? When there is one, like, the belt is coming out there, and you want to move it to there, like, just one single grid space, 1 meter. You don't want to have a squiggle, you're not allowed to have a squiggle. So you need to make sure that you have 90 degrees corners for this. Tell me how you would solve it. I can't rebuild the whole line because it's coming out from there. And I can't move those one backwards because that would mess up the entire way I've done things up here, with having the power poles exactly on there. So it's either having a macaroni there, or it's messing up the entire look of everything up here by having this look wrong. I could have hidden it, as I could have put the drone port down here, and I could have done the macaroni underneath, but nah. It's a pretty macaroni. I wonder what happens if you fly above that thing and it takes off. Does it throw you all around the world, or does it just... Yeah, that's the thing. I can't offset the drone port. Oh, you would have offset it by a whole grid. I think the macaroni is easier then. I think I'll stick with the macaroni. Nope. Well, I've actually done that, and the drone did not leave me behind. No. It threw me half across the desert. Time to get to work, heresy.
Yes? For the last time, I'm a dread lord, not a drug lord.
Sure. Let me just equip my jetpack before I do that. And I need a drone. And be warned, this is going to make noises. Lots of them. Not sure when this thing is gonna take up though. Probably not anytime soon, to be honest. Because this one is just responsible for batteries. There's no drone there. I think the most likely candidate for taking off would be this one, but that factory is standing still. Okay, so I suppose what I can do is... this. And we can put those into the grinder. There we go. See? Now, the last time I didn't have the jetpack equipped, so I died pretty hard, and I probably will do now as well. No, I didn't. Of course, this put me at a very disadvantaged position, as I did not want to be out here, but I live to serve. Can I get power? No, not get power. Yep. I've never had that happen, except every time I've done that, exactly what just happened now is what has happened. The first time I died very, very hardly. Very, very hardly. I died very, very hard as I met the desert floor at a very high velocity. .9, not bad. I am going to go have a little break, and while I have a break, we'll let you guys have a little nice ride on the railroad. We can go to outpost, we can go that one to the northern forest, and then we can go back. So, I will be seeing you all again very, very soon. And I'm back. Welcome. Welcome so much to the stream. Okay, Yechiliko. Not sure if I butchered that. Let's hope I did. Yechiliko. And thank you so much for the high praise there, Craigs44. I don't think the hypertube's got a boost, but then again, sorry, I am used to the hypertubes from update 4, and I haven't played on update 3 since I did the tutorial series, which is, I think that was late summer 2020. I don't remember. So I wouldn't know, because if you have come from update 3 to update 4 today, and you've played update 3 up until today, then they very well might have changed it, and I haven't noticed. You were just playing. It didn't seem faster when I was using the hypertubes earlier. I can check when I get back to the base. Mark II miner on a pure node exceeds a Mark II belt, yes. A Mark I miner on a pure node is exactly a Mark II belt. I am just checking for something, which is why I'm alt-tubbing out every now and then. The reason I didn't come back, I usually come back about not too far off from when the train cycle is ended, but I had to eat. Discording on stream, yes. Yes, indeed I am. Why didn't your emote show up there, Zilly? There's something I'm waiting for that I have to check in Discord, which is why I oh, it's a Discord only emote, right? Okay, that's why I was discording, because there is something that I am waiting very eagerly for. Vroom. You could say that. If only. No, this feels about the same. I don't think they've sped this up. If they have sped it up, then it's... There was a hole in the floor there. I thought I saw a hole in the floor there at some point, but I dismissed it as me imagining things. But I guess the hole is supposed to be there. That's gonna cause some problems for me at some point, because I need to take things down there. I probably should have looked for things like that when I built that hypertube. But then again, I can just make a U-turn here. That should be fun. Right. Talking about fun. How far can I go off with this, I wonder? No, I don't want a foundation in the desert. I want a foundation over here. Okay, I can get as far as I need to. And what more can a poor Lord of Tentacles ask for? Okay, that works. Yes. Now this copper sheet belt here. Where's the hole? I lost the hole! Woe be upon me. Here's the hole. I don't think we need a Mark 5 belt here. Mark 1 should do perfectly. Now I need to figure out where I want to take this up. Pox upon you and your firstborn son. Okay, so I should do this. Because I apparently haven't done that. I think I already connected those up together, didn't I? Yes, I did. Why does the game insist on putting the foundations the wrong way? How could I take damage from that? I'm too used to using the Blade Runners. Okay, I don't really need... You know, you can see the capacity of the belts if you go and just hold over here. If you look at the right side there, it says transports up to 270 resources per minute. This one is 480. This one is 780, 120, and 60. It says on the info at the right-hand side. The same applies to the lifts and also to the pipelines. Up to 300 cubic meters and 600 cubic meters. Let's see. So I want that to come up here. And I think I can just take it up here. Yep. I can. But I always forget. That's too close, because that's gonna interfere with making a lift. There, the fence. No, it just easier for you to know where the information is. It wasn't meant to have you go quiet. And this one can go there and then there. And it should come here. So there and then there. This one at least is going to be easy. I don't need to make macaroni here. Then again, if I were to make macaroni, Wally wouldn't be here anyway, so... Boom. And... finally, we need these. I think there. Yep. Just do that. So we get the lift correct. There. And down. Actually, I think I'd rather have this go there. There we go. And then remove this again. And now we have to do this measurement thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where should it turn here? I think if I place that there, it will actually make a correct angle turn. Yes. Isn't that nice? Come on. There we go. There. And I don't want to connect up these belts until I've made the lifts. Do I have... how many coolant systems do I have there? A lot of them. We want to have these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tim tum tum tum. This one goes there. And that one goes there. And then we can remove extraneous ones and connect up these belts like that. And then it's just a matter of connecting the lifts. Perfect. And of course we need some power. And we need to set this to make an OC supercomputer. I think the other one is set to that. Yes, it is. Then we have to connect the belt from the containers. Poof. And remove that tile there. Whee. It almost sounds like the thing is disappointed when it loses power. And this one goes there. I wonder if I should redo these ramps to just be 2 in width, since all of them are. Well, this one actually does kind of work. This one works very well. I don't know if I... No, I've done this correctly. Not sure what I did there. We need some fences here. Like that. And then we need an industrial storage. I think I'll build the fence first. What's that snapping to? Oh, it's snapping to the blender. Should definitely be there. 1, 2. I think I have to pull that out 3. This one is going to be interesting. Can I connect that direct? Yeah. Pardon. Meh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 then. Yeah, that works. It's a new one. There, and then the cooling systems are coming in very slowly, but the radio control units are going to take a little bit longer than that. I mean, these only have to travel from there. The other ones have to travel all the way down there. I think I can see some of them traveling down there. Yes, they're coming. If I want to scale this up, I'm going to need to make... Are you running the coal power plants in a manifold, or are you running the coal power plant in a balanced split system? And we are making supercomputers. Well, how is basically you have to look at each of the power plants then and see what's missing. It's either water or it's coal. And with 15 per, if you're mining 240 coal, you can support 16 coal power plants from one belt of 240 coal. That would be one pure node with a Mark II miner, non-overclocked. But it would also require quite a bit of water, I believe. I don't remember how much water a coal power plant needs. I don't know if they balanced that. Or rather, rebalance that. I haven't built a coal power plant in a very long time. It needs 45 per minute still, so you are going to need quite a bit of water for that actually. So you need more water than I have out of the coal generation area if you're running 16 coal generators. I need to redo that tutorial since it's no longer valid. Okay, so we are making supercomputers, albeit very slowly. Three water pumps to... that's non-clocked, right? Because I'm using 2 overclocked to 125%. Or is it 150%? I don't remember. I just felt it was easier. Yeah, it was... yeah, it's 150 per... And I was using the Mark 1 pipes at the time. So I just... That's one of the places where I use power shards. There is only room for maybe 7 tentacle 7 or 8 tentacle at that location. Yes. I do agree. Yeah, that's the thing with the overclocking. If you use power shards there and overclock them, 8 pumps should be fine. Even 6 should be fine if you overclock them high enough. But that requires... Doesn't necessarily require Mark II pipes. You just have to balance the pipelines. Nuclear power. That is the thing we are going to unlock, and I think we're going to unlock that right away. Let's stash in the stuff. I need to get rid of those batteries. Be gone. And we still have some org cubes hanging around over here. I think we're going to empty out these containers because these containers are just silly. So take all and tear down, then take all. We can put the cubes in here. What do I have lying around here? I have some supercomputers. I can take those. Ah, more batteries. I should put those into the grinder as well. Same with those. That one I can take. I'll take these as... I don't have room for them. Get rid of these. And get rid of... I can keep that in my inventory. That one I can get rid of. That one I can get rid of. That one. That one. That one. Did the lawn win? Bayesian comes with logic now. The mower. The mower. Oh. It decided that it didn't want to do any work. It insisted that it didn't want to work today. Did you try applying a Flammenwerfer? I've heard that purging heresy usually works. You don't have one of those. What kind of a heretic are you if you don't have a Flammenwerfer? Seriously? You need to get your act together, Wally. We'll take these, and we will take these, and we will remove these. We've done a little bit of spring cleaning. Stash all of these in there. Take one stack back. Stash all of these in there. These go in there. Nice and tidy. You don't have to be German to have a Flammenwerfer. All you have to do is serve his divine godhood, something, the God Emperor of mankind. I mean, everyone who serves him has a Flammenwerfer. We need cable. 1, 2, 3. We'll get back to replenish some more supplies afterwards because need more supplies. We'll take this hypertube. I'm not German. What kind of an excuse is that?
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow, Edison. Edo-son. Probably the latter. I'm not sure if your intention was to make me laugh there, but that's the comment of the day. Where did I put those? Not here. Oh wait, I put them at the... Where did I make those? Up there? Nah. Way over there. If it has 40 coal sitting idle, then it's not getting enough water. Yep, Buttspot has definitely found target number 1, public enemy number 1. And that would be you, Phasian. I'm sure you feel honored by this. Yeah, it's time to pull out ye old calculator, Addicted, and calculate how much water you need. And also, if you don't have enough power shards, you need to go slug hunting so that you can overclock the water generators or water extractors. Womp.
Milestone reached. Uranium scanning unlocked. With the provided buildings and parts, you can now set up nuclear power generation, which balances an increase of fuel production capacity with improved power output. A new project part enables progress to the next phase. Note, this method of power generation creates nuclear waste.
Well then. Why thank you, Captainess Obvious. Because we haven't heard anything about that. Alright, we have nuclear power, which means that the first and primary thing we need to do is set up some kind of construction or production line of the electromagnetic control rods so that we can make these, I think. I think there's an alternate recipe for those. Can I analyze a hard drive now? Stash these in there. let's see here. Yep, I think the bot has deduced that it's found an easy target. And I'm all on the side of the bot here. It's definitely doing the right thing. It's been a long time since I was out here doing anything. Oh, I even painted the pipes out here. Yeah, this one is clocked at 75% for some reason. Oh, yeah, that's what I did. I underclocked them to 75% and put them in pairs. So they are each producing 90 per minute. Which is exactly enough for 2 generators. But you can overclock these all the way up to 300. So you can overclock these to fulfill 1 full pipeline. If you use Mark 1 pipes. So if you have 16 generators, you need to multiply 16 by 45. So you should be good with 3 extractors overclocked. Okay. Nuclear power plant. Isn't that nice? Did I get anything else? Probably not. Nope. But I can build nuclear power plants. They produce 2,500 megawatts. So basically, if I build 10 of these, I have the same amount of power that I'm producing 135 fuel generators. However, that was not what I was going to have a look at. Missing cable. Yeah, we need to go out to the mall. Yep, my nuclear setup in this base will be my first little nuclear setup too. Looking forward to that.
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow, Okami Kyoyaiba. Pardon me if I mangled that. I assume it is Japanese. I got it right. Wow. I impressed myself tonight. That doesn't happen very often. Those. I have enough of these. Need more than those. Mostly. Yeah. Yeah. So, manufacturer. You make uranium fuel rods. I'm not ready to make those just yet. I should set up some beacons at some point. I probably could do that on the lower factory floor because I only need one, I think. And I should also set up some rifle cartridges. That should be simple enough. Now we can make the turbo motors, but of course, if we are to make turbo motors, I need to make more cooling systems. No! I have 12 spare, and I need... Oh, I can set up 3 of these. Well, the radio control units is an issue, of course. I can set up 1 of them and clock it to 2. How much radio control units do I have? Like 2. Yeah. I guess I might have to look into the... And this one... Radio connection unit... That one requires high-speed connectors, though. Not sure if that is beneficial. These require stators. Well done. And AI limiters. AI limiters, that's not a big problem. I can make plenty of those. Stators, they are not a problem. But I think it's time to build a new outpost. The other thing I was going to look at is... I mean, the Nobelisks, I should automate them as well. AI limiters... Yeah, I can make more of those. This one scares me. Heat sinks. No, not that recipe, this recipe. Yeah, I can make more of those as well. But I do worry that I might have to make more of these. May the tentacles protect me. This isn't so bad. 6 per minute. 8 per minute. Or 5 per minute. I think actually I would go with a basic recipe here because it's a lot easier to produce the regular wire than it is to produce the quick wire. Of course, I could scale up the Cherrium factory into the 10,000 something. Quick wire. But Yeah, this one is kind of a no-brainer. It's a lot better than the basic recipe. Not only that... Seriously? No. We can't be serious here. Ah, the basic one is in a constructor. I was... Yeah, it's a complete and utter no-brainer. It's just not a question. This is so much better than this recipe that it's ridiculous. Even if it adds another step and more power, it's just no. I would never use this recipe over this one. Well, I shouldn't say never, because there might be some very minor place where maybe I just needed 120 of them and I couldn't be bothered getting the copper to that specific point. But if I was setting up an entire aluminium outpost, then why on earth wouldn't I just go for this one? Because setting up an aluminium outpost is such a pain. It takes so long to do that. Okay. High-speed connectors is made in a manufacturer, and they should be here. There they are. So this one is the one that I should be using for high-speed connectors. I have no idea how many I need of these. $210 quick wire per minute? Ah! That's insane. Here's another one of those no-brainer recipes. Why on earth would you ever use this recipe compared to this one? I mean, the only way to get cable produced on a high level scale, unless you place down like a whole plethora of constructors, is by using the rubber coated cable, which means you need to take rubber. Yeah, but even if the... I promise I haven't done anything with that bot, but that bot just has decided that Phasian is my target, period. And I'm loving it. The thing with the cable is, yes, of course you could make the cable from iron, because you can just use the iron wire recipe, but it's just... You get 30 per minute per assembler. This is just brilliant. I love it. Or you can get 100 per minute by adding rubber, which you would still need the iron wire recipe, because the iron wire recipe is also a no-brainer if you have it. I'm not using it, actually. I have none of my wire operations or production lines are iron wire. Every single one of them is still the basic copper one. I should do something about that at some point, but... Plastic iron plate. Yeah, well, Wally's a heretic, so... But even with a basic recipe, you would need to make the circuit boards, and the best alternate recipe for the circuit boards use quartz. So it doesn't make sense to not use this, because you literally just skip the entire thing about having... Well, you need circuit boards for this one as well, I suppose, but... 3.75... Yeah, so it's a little bit more quartz. But to me, this one is... I don't see why you would use this one. You can also fit more machines with this one, since 90 on a belt instead of 210 per machine. 210, 420, 630, and that's it. You can have 3 manufacturers on one belt. And yes, you have the pure quartz recipe. No, this one is just better. In all ways, this is better. I mean, the quartz outpost that I have with the 6 normal quartz nodes over there, I'm not... I have the machines clocked at 125%. I have so much capacity out there. And they're even Mark II miners, so I haven't even upgraded them to Mark III yet. So I could produce a lot more silica out there if I wanted to. And I'm using the basic silica recipe. I could be using the one that adds in limestone instead. And there is a pure limestone node just underneath that outpost. So the rate of silica I could produce out there is mildly insane. Yeah, but for some of the recipes, I feel that it isn't like picking your poison. I feel that for some of the recipes, it's just the alternate recipe is so much better than the basic one that it isn't. Like, take iron wire, for instance, versus wire. The map has... see. There's... production planner. The right one. Yeah, exactly. So there are some alternate recipes that are utter crap too. But I don't feel that the alternate recipes add any kind or add much complexity. For instance, take the high-speed silicon. This is less complicated than this one due to that. Because if you want to produce many high-speed connectors, which I don't think 3.75 per minute is enough, and if you can only have 3 on a belt, you would clock these to 4, so you would have 12, and that would probably saturate one Mark V belt of quick-wire. That's just assumption on my end now, because I don't exactly... I don't want to bother calculating what the... how much... well, I can do it. See, if I set this to production rate of 4 per minute, and then I take 210 times 3 divided by 100, multiplied by 106.6667, gives me 672. So I could produce 12 high-speed connectors per minute on one Mark V belt of quick-wire. Whereas if I have this one, without clocking it, 780 divided by 90 is 8.6666. So if I take 8.6666 and multiply that by 3, I can produce 25, or rather 26 high-speed connectors from one belt. And adding more belts is more complex, in my opinion at least, than adding parts. Because 26 a minute versus 12. That means I would have to have 3 belts of quick-wire going into that production line, which would be annoying. Does the other recipe do 2 per recipe? This one does 3, and the basic one does 3.75, so I would clock this and set it at 4, which would increase these numbers as well. So that would be 40 cable, 4 circuit boards, and the alternate says 2. No, 3 per minute. I'm always looking at the per minute. So yes, it's producing 2 per cycle, but it's producing 3 per minute. And it's the per minute value that is relevant to me. Same with this one. It says 56, but it's using 210 per minute. And the per minute is basically everything in Satisfactory, because you're limited by the belt speed, and the maximum belt speed we have currently is 780 per minute. So you cannot cross that number without adding another belt. And adding another belt into an assembly line is more annoying for me personally than adding products. Even if adding a product means setting up an additional assembly line of something. But that's of course my personal preference, and that will vary from person to person what they prefer. With the overclocked supercomputer being produced. Ah, right. Yep. Well, if you like it, well, be prepared to spend some hours. I have 486 hours on this one save game, and this is my fifth playthrough. I think I have 2 months in total in this game. Ish. At least. I've played it a bit. I need to figure out what to do next. I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure. I do next. I completed these goals far quicker than I thought I would. I'm not going to bother with the parts for the space elevator until I've unlocked everything here. So I need those. And those will require more aluminium. Why, hello there. Okay. Super duper Borg cubes. Yeah, what I did was, we have the baby Borg cubes, and then the old tactical Borg cubes are now being designated as Borg cubes, and then the new ones are being designated as tactical Borg cubes, and then you have the nuclear Borg cubes. This one? No. It takes crystal oscillators. No. Just no. This one is interesting. Batteries. This one seems... very bad. Yes, I agree, but the batteries make it bad because of the alumina solution. I am not a fan. The OC supercomputer recipe is, in my opinion, much better. Yes, but the thing with the alumina solution and the bauxite is, if you're at the point where I'm at now and you have a lot of outposts, fine, then it's okay because you can just build railroads and you can use that to get alumina or aluminium outposts to make the stuff. But the reason why I say that I don't like that one is because you need so many aluminium casings if you are going to go in a larger scale production, because I'm already at the point where, when I was looking at the new recipes that I need to do now, where I have to add another aluminium outpost dedicated to making aluminium casings. That is actually one of the new things that I have on my list now. And I'm producing 900 aluminium casings at the moment, and I'm already using 540 of them, which means I have 360 left. And I suppose I could rely on some of the production lines not working, which is a very legit way of doing things, but I like to have... That's one of the quirks that I do in my factories. I have the... When I add something, I make sure that I have the production lines all the way down to the miners fulfilled. So if everything should start up from some bizarre reason, probably won't happen, but if everything should start up, I will always be able to satisfy every single part of my factory. The only thing that I cannot satisfy my factory on at the moment is power. If everything started up, we would hear the dreaded switch, because I lack 10 gigawatts. But that's something that we're going to fix with the nuclear. How can I mangle that? Nuclear generators. Yes, that's what we're gonna go with. The nuclear generators. When we get those, our power needs should be satisfactory. But yeah, I'm gonna take the... this one seems good. I don't know if it is good, but it seems good. Because high-speed connectors... It's gonna take 8 per minute. But it's gonna produce 16 of the control rods, which is 4 times as many. And I don't have to make more AI limiters, and those require aluminium casings. hold on. I'll get right back to you on that one. I just need to jot this down. Magnetic connection. What? 2 stator. 1 high-speed connector. Two electromagnetic control rods at a rate of 8 per minute. Oh, I put them in there, didn't I? I can just keep them on. If you use the radio connection unit, you can skip the aluminium altogether with the supercomputer recipe, the OC one, by using this one. No aluminium at all. Which is probably something that I'm going to do, because I used this one on purpose because I didn't want to mess. I did not want to mess with the well, the heat sinks don't take that much aluminium though. This is the heat exchanger. I'm 10 per minute. And it's a lot less complexity than the batteries. Because batteries... I don't have a blender nearby that I can play with, but I do have the radio control units nearby, so I can build one. Air, blender, battery, 20 per minute. So no, they do not. They don't take way less aluminium than the OC one, because you need 40 alumina solution and 20 aluminium casings for 20 batteries, as opposed to the heat sinks up here. Might take less, but it's not way less. It's 30 for 10. And add to that a lot less complexity. Because the batteries are very complex. It's a very complex recipe. have to have 3 different pipelines. You have to balance the water. You have to have both the alumina solution for the batteries, and you have to do the entire thing with the casings as well, if you do this as one kind of an outpost thing. I haven't done the math on this, of course, but I'm pretty sure that if you... Well, the thing with the cooling systems is that... Here. 12 per minute. That gives me 6. So for 3 cooling systems, I need 6 heat sinks. Again, this depends, of course, on using the alternate recipes, but... That's 15 casings. Or 18, 19 something-ish casings. For 6. Which would give me 3 of these. This needs 9, so 3 to 1. I'm sure that I could sit down and do the math, but there is... I don't agree that it would be way less aluminium. Because of the, again, the alternate recipes. That one is not alternate. I don't know how this one works. Yeah, this one requires motors. But if you use this one, you can reduce some of the complexity, but then you would need more of them. And you would have to add in the motor stuff. And you would, of course, reduce the nitrogen gas substantially, which would be good. But then you would need... That would actually increase the amount of aluminium you need. So if the goal is to reduce the aluminium usage, you would go with the basic recipe there. I wonder if there's been some...
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow, Ultrasippy, and welcome to the stream. Interesting. Yeah. Superstate computer, Pro, less copper, less caterium, less plastic, better output compared to the base recipe. Cons, requires batteries which can be put to better use elsewhere. Grade and opinion, B, not bad, but the overclocked alternative blows it out of the water, whereas the overclocked computer... Pros, make a supercomputer in an assembler, heck yes. Drastically less copper, caterium, plastic, and 1/10 of the power consumption, all for the addition of some bauxite and nitrogen. Output rate is phenomenal. Cons: need to produce cooling systems and radio control units. And supercomputers are now only used for the assembly director system space elevator part and some high-tier buildings, so they're not quite as useful anymore. Rate an opinion: S. Best to pair this with a cooling device and radio control system alternates. Too bad supercomputer usefulness is practically nil now. You don't really need many supercomputers at all. And then this person who has actually analyzed all of the recipes in depth with the maths rate the OC recipe as an S recipe and the superstate as a B recipe. Yeah, I actually remember. I remember you from YouTube, Ultrazippy. You commented on some of my videos, I think. I wish he had made a spreadsheet for this. I should definitely redo my aluminium production line because the electrode recipe is, as I suspected, rated all the way down to D. After the rebalance, this recipe is basically borked. Although producing petroleum coke is not that bad, but I think the basic aluminium scrap recipe is better. Although, what's the name of that recipe that makes it in the blender? Instant scrap. It's also rated B. I'm not surprised by that because even though I have the outpost, the quartz outpost, where I can produce a lot more silica, it looks like a lot of the endgame recipes, the better ones, require silica. So it might actually be worth it to go with that recipe that produces silica as a byproduct and use a smart splitter and then have the overflow go into a sink just to manage the silica. And then you have an additional production of silica that you can use in your other production lines. Welcome, Liamni. Engineer seems very angry with the arms moving. I'm not sure about. I'm using the smelting aluminium recipe currently, but I need to redo the entire aluminium stuff. I think that's the next project, to be honest, because the current aluminium outpost is not balanced whatsoever. I kind of left it in a slightly crappy state. Mega Factory is doing quite well, actually. I got supercomputers, which I don't need for anything else than a couple of things. But I think those 2 machines making supercomputers will be enough. So that's good, at least. I don't need to add a major production line for those. Although, compared to other factories that I've seen recently, this is not a mega factory, this is just a little tadpole of a factory compared. I mean, someone... I keep forgetting. You can't mass stuff this well. Satisfactory got... Oh, yeah, well... That's a valid point. That's like me and Pionodons. Anything built in Pionodons is better than I can do. So anything in Pionodons that anyone has done is a mega factory. I don't even understand how people are able to wrap their brains around that, to be honest. But then again, me and maths. Satisfactory makes the maths easy. Note the at the end there, because everything is just simple in out, and you get per minute, and there's no machines working at 0.82% or beacons that make your machines work at 2.8256% or something like that. Here is 1-1. What you put in and what you get out, that's what you have. WYSIWYG. So that's good. Pionodons? No. But I love watching people play Pionodons. It's quite entertaining. Although, if I'm waffling in this factory, compare that to someone building a Pionodons factory. I mean, progress in a Pionodons factory, like just the first science, would probably take, except for the most experienced ones, probably take 40-50 hours. I mean, Peps did that recently, and I think they spent like 20 hours, him and Anna, on that, just to get the first science. And Peps is kind of good at Factorio. I mean, it's kind of his thing, slightly. So I would want to switch this recipe, potentially. I don't know. I would want to switch this recipe with this one. Gives 360 versus 260. Takes coal instead of coke. Gives some water, whereas this one doesn't. Oh, this one does too. Well, this one is clocked, so that's why it's showing that weird number. Did I clock all of these? Yeah, that's why what I meant with this thing being borked. I underclocked things to get to the right production targets because of the belt speeds. The 360 is probably easier to work with than... What would be the alternate here? 300. $180 alumina solution versus... How does that translate mathematically? $1.5 versus 1.6. So this actually uses more alumina solution than this one does. It's not much though. 0.16666. But it does add up. So this one is a better recipe. And it's not like coal is something you lack. I mean, I could shut down the coal power plants and I would have a lot of coal there as well. But I really need to redo this entire thing here, and I have 48 of these working at making the ingots. The foundry recipe, I'm not sure if I would want to go back to that one. 90 for 60, 60 for 30. Then I would have to add silica, a lot of it. Did I do the math wrong? 300, 180, 160. Yeah, I did the math wrong. Yeah, it's the opposite way around. But it's minute. As you said, 18 versus 20. Something like that, yes. That's not the right recipe. This one seems 200 to 40. Yeah, so this one is better. The sloppy alumina is better. Yeah. But if you use this one, you need to clock them. I think I've clocked them correctly. But you would also have to add the petroleum.
My nondescript facial appendages quiver with anticipation every time I see you.
Welcome, Big Wolf Chris. I should do that with several of you, actually. I've completely forgotten. Where are my manners tonight? Let's first do that one. And of course, we also need to shout out Liam, and we need to shout out Aussie. It helps if I type the command first. There we go. Lurking again, are we? 90 divided by 3 is 260. Yeah, so this is the correct clock speed. 86.6667. So 3 on that clock speed gives you 1 full Mark V belt. So I've actually done that correctly. Yeah. Which is not bad. There's something that I'm producing here that isn't right. And these belts should be full. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Yeah, it's a lack. Why? Yeah, it's a lack of alumina solution. Which does not make sense. Why are you lacking alumina solution? Well then. That might explain a couple of things. I mean, usually it helps to connect up the machine. There we go. Ugly. Better. And there we go. Have I done that mistake anywhere else? Not there, not there, not there, not there, there. Good. Okay. The belt should be full. What the heck is going on here? Why is the belts full? They are putting 156 per minute. This is Mark III. And not getting enough alumina solution. I suspect it has to do with the water there. Since these are not working, I suspect that these sloppy alumina machines are not... They are. What the heck is going on here? Oh. Right. I remember now. I disconnected the fourth one on each of them because it's not... Or is that a mistake? I need to revisit this entire thing. I need to do the math, everything for this over again. I have enough bauxite to do this. Let's see if that alleviates the situation slightly. It's backing up. No, it's not. Yeah, I have to rebuild this entire facility. I think that will be our next project, to be honest. Nothing coming out of these. Because here the water isn't balanced. Yep. No, I need to do this all over. Because this isn't doing what it's supposed to do, so I'm not producing enough aluminium at all. Yay. Now what did I do? Chat mix. Apparently I can click that thing. Not looking forward to that. But I need to... Yeah, when they balance those things that much, I have to deal with that. But it'll be fine. But I will do the math by hand, I think. I had the MAM finish, I think. I'm gonna take all of them anyway, so let's just take the uranium fuel unit. That takes 100. Well done. Taste uranium cells. Takes 10 electromagnetic control rods. Three crystal oscillators, yeah. And 6 beacons. And gives 3 uranium fuel rods. At a rate of 0.6 per minute. And let's just do the next one. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to start doing this stuff here today. I'm going to have a good look at it, and I'm going to do math off camera, because I need to fiddle with this and figure out how to build this up, what recipes to use and so forth. So I think we will call the stream here and poke on over to Aussie Nuts. So yeah, let's just do the Discord. If you want to have a look at that, YouTube, if you want to have a look at that. And thank you all so much for joining me tonight. For those of you who are watching this over at YouTube, in hindsight, if you have questions or comments, then please feel free to leave those in the comment section. And everyone have a great night. We will be raiding Aussie Nuts. I will be starting that now. So, thank you all so much for joining me, and you all have a great time zone wherever you might be.